Hello my dear Photoshop magicians, welcome to the channel. Fred here. In this tutorial we're going to take this image and transform it into a boom, this fantasy style edit. And as you can see, first of all we will edit the colors, and then we will also add a little bit of magical touch with this light flicks here. And this video in general is number 2 from my series of color grading. In the description below you will be able to find the playlist for more videos about color grading. And the beautiful image that we'll be using today is by this photographer. It's always very important to give the photographer some credits. And before we start, let me remind you that if you're interested in cool, unique techniques and ideas, I actually have a class that teaches you unique art ideas and techniques for your next digital artwork. And in this class, we will actually create different cool artworks, and we will look at the techniques that we use in order to create all of these artworks. You can either get this class for $14, or you can enroll into membership for just $9 for your first month and get all of the classes available on learnfromfred.com. With that said, let's get started. So I'm just gonna import the image, put it a little bit higher, boom. So let's go to filter and the camera raw filter. And this is the filter that I always use to edit my images first of all. And I actually have a preset here to edit the colors. So for example, if I just go here and load settings, I have a preset that you will be able also to download with the link below, and it's called Green Fairy. So if I just select it, boom, it's going to automatically change our colors to green, pinky, fantasy colors. And you can either download it and then just load it into your camera raw filters, or I will actually also show you step by step everything that I did here so that you can do it on your own as well. So let me just go here and reset to default so that we can start from 0. So first of all, the first thing that I usually do is I decrease the contrast. After that, I go to the haze, because as you can see, once we have the contrast low, we can see the colors better. And then I go to the haze to pop the colors, and as you can see, now they look a little bit more juicy. Let's actually go here with -100 and this a little bit more. Yeah, this is nice. So let's go and play with highlights and see what we like. So if I make it to the right or left, yeah, obviously I want to make it a little bit brighter, so I will do this to the right. Shadows, so let's see. Okay, so shadows mainly controls this part, as we can see, and I want to make it actually dark. That's why I will actually reduce the shadows, I mean make them darker. White, yeah, I want to add some white, because as you can see now we see the face and the girl in general much better. And that's it here. Let's go now to texture. See, well, if I make texture -100, as you can see, now she's very soft. If I increase it, now it's very harsh. You can decide on your own which one you want. Let's see, I actually want to increase it just a bit. And yeah, I think this looks nice. And then maybe a little bit of vibrance. Yeah. So now let's continue here to color mixer. Boom. So here we can change the tone of every color one by one. You know, for example, reds, we can make the reds either orange or pink. But right now, the only red part that we have is actually her face, so we can actually make it orange or pinky. So I'm gonna make this, and let's continue. We can just check every color one by one to see if we change anything. Okay, I'm gonna make the yellows also a little bit pinky to have more pink on her hands. So for example, if I make it to the right, as you can see now they're green and not so good basically. So I'm just gonna make them a little bit pinky. Greens, I will leave it as it is. Aquas, okay. So here I actually want to add some aquas. I want to make the jacket and in general everything greener. And blues, okay, and here we have the jackpot, because as you can see this is changing the colors a lot. If I make it to the right, everything is purple, and the walls too, but I want to make them greenish. The reason why I want to make it green, because I know it's a fantasy style, but at the same time look at the girl. She's almost like if she's scared of something, and green is the best color when it comes to scaring and creepiness in general. That's why I think green fits here perfectly. Nope, this is fine. So this is all good. Now let's go to color grading. Here we can, you know, just change the tone of different parts of the image. So for example, midtones, which means basically most parts of the image. And then we have shadows or highlights. So we can basically color the shadows or color the highlights separately. So for example, if I go to shadows and change something here, now if you look, we will mainly change the color of the shadows. So for example, you know, I do like this, for example, even more green. And then if I go to highlights and try to change the color of the highlights, we'll mainly change the color of the bright places. Like if we speak in some easy language, it's basically brighter, whiter spaces. So let's see what I want to do here. So shadows is fine, a little bit of here, and highlights, probably a little bit of pinkiness like this. Boom. And if we just turn this off and on, I can click on this eye and hold it to turn it off. Before, after. Even more creepiness, but also a little bit of more nice warm colors. So it all depends on your own taste. So if you just look before and after, big difference. I mean, this color grading was actually also pretty amazing, but not what we need. We need the one on the right for our goal. So perfect. So whenever I edit the colors, you know, I do change my mind pretty often, and I go back and experiment. This is normal, and because right now I'm actually creating the colors on the go, I want to go and check if I add hue saturation, maybe I will like it more. So if I try to change the colors in general, let's see. Maybe we can try to change the colors of the wall only. So let's just click here to reset the value. What I will do is I will click here, and when I click on this, we can actually select specific colors. I'm gonna select green color, and now if I try to edit it, okay, this is not green, this is yellow. So let's select green here and see if it works better. So let's go here and let's go to master and select greens, and let's actually bring this a little bit to the right. So because this shows us what colors we're actually selecting, and right now as you can see we have a little bit of yellows as well. I want to make this to the right like this. Okay, maybe a little bit to the left. Let's see if now it works. Okay, now it works much better. So depending on what color you have on the wall, you need to adjust this in order to select the specific colors that you have on your wall. As you can see right now, I'm selecting all the yellows and greens at the same time. I want to make this a little bit this looks nice. Yeah, a little bit purple. Okay, so I like this. You can change it however you want according to your own taste. So now I will go here and choose color balance, and so I want to go here to highlights and change the color of the highlights a bit, make them a little bit reddish, yeah, like this a little bit. And now go to shadows and see what we can do here. A little bit of okay, let's actually nope, also not working well. No, not what I want. Let's go to highlights. Yeah, a little bit to the right. Okay, this should be good now. So now what I want to do is I will go and add this overlay here. Let me just put it here. Boom. And I will rotate this, so just 90 degrees, and make this bigger like this. Let's click now. Okay, and now I would just want to change the overlay. So if I go to normal and change it to overlay, boom, as you can see, we're actually getting pretty nice light leaks, but it's very different from the one that I had previously. So basically, as you can see, it's not, but I still want to do some changes. So what I want to do actually, if I let me just turn everything off. If I go to camera raw filter, just double click on it and it will open automatically. I go to basics and let's see. Yeah, as you can see, if I add a little bit of violet, look what's going to happen. Look at her pants and the jacket. They're getting a little bit of more nice blue glowish color, you know, like it's glowing. And this is exactly what I want. It looks really nice. Not too much, not too much. Yes, yes, perfect. Let's make this 0 and let's just increase this. Okay, let's click OK now. And let's try to turn on now everything that we did. Now when we turn on back everything on, we can see that we have some problems here with the color. And so as you can see, hue saturation, because we changed the colors here, we have here some weird things happening with the colors. So now the reason why this is happening is because I actually have to do this hue saturation, and I will just create a new one. And this time when I click on here again, I will select the green colors again, and this time it should work better if I change this. Okay, as you can see, I'm able to change the colors to a little bit more purple, and then I will just create a duplicate of hue saturation again to change the colors of this. So I will go click here and select this part, and I will change the colors again. As you can see, this time I can actually change it again like this. Boom. And just here right now the problem is that, for example, we can see that we also affecting many other areas. So what I want to do is I want to click on this mask. I want to take my brush tool with black color and just go and get rid of the hue saturation on her basically. And I'm not gonna be that detailed. I'm just gonna do it very quickly like this. Boom, boom, boom. Of course, you know, if this was something that I did for a client or for some serious project, I would be more detailed, definitely. But here I'm just want to show you some quick tutorial. So that's why it's not that important. It's still gonna look great. And boom, also from the face, from the hand. And what is this? Okay, yeah, all of this, it needs to be fixed, but okay. So, and now if I turn on color balance and this, now it looks much better. Let's go again to color balance and see if I want to change a little bit of shadows, maybe a little bit of yellow. Yeah, this is nice. So this looks great, I think, and I hope you love it too. But there is more, just like always. I mean, we finished the project, but I want to show you something else, a little bit of extra, okay? So I have created a specific pattern that we can use in order to add some cool light leaks to any image. So if I go here to create a new pattern, and let's see, where is my pattern? I just have to add it, import here, import patterns, and it's a light leak pattern, and here it is. Let me just select it, boom, and let's click OK. Now if I just go and change the blending mode to overlay, voila, look at this, easy, no light leaks with light leaks, and I think it looks really nice. And or for example, any other images, boom, also looks pretty cool. And just a different image, also some light leaks. We can also actually, if I double click, we can increase the size and make them bigger and create it with more beautiful colors. Or for another example, boom, also without light leak, with light leak, looks pretty cool. This pattern will be available for the members of learnfromfred.com website to download and use. Just trying to make things a little bit easier for you, my dear friends. With that said, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to check out the playlist with other color grading tutorials. Love you guys. See you. Bye bye.